What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, jumping on the bandwagon and bringing you guys a Lightsworn structure deck opening. Realm of Light structure deck was recently released last week in Europe. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure it was worldwide, well, TCG wide last week. And I ordered these on the Monday after they were released, and they didn't arrive until Friday, and I'm really upset about that, but I've now gotten everything, and so I've now gotten everything in. I just got a text on my phone, so I've been put off. I've now got everything in, and I want to actually do an opening video on this before I crack everything and put them into the deck profile, which is actually probably going to be posted before this goes up. So I figured I'd actually open up one of these structure decks on camera and show you guys what's in it. For those of you who, like, for the 1% of you who don't know, and I guess possibly give my thoughts on the actual set that is in here. I have already opened one previously, so I somewhat know what's already going to be in here, but I figured I'd actually do one for you guys. Right, here's the plastic insert, and the box is going over there somewhere on the floor. Right, so the packaging is going to fall apart before I even manage to open up the little door. So we come with it comes with the paper map for Lightsworns. Now, one thing that I've actually realized that no one has been talking about is that this is as far as I've noticed or been aware, this is the first Lightsworn. This is the first Star Deck playmat. Oh, and I've just started the live stream again by pushing it down on my mouse. This is the first playmat to have come without card zones. Now, that's is that interesting? No, but is it a random factoid that I can bring up in the video? Yes, and I'm now trying to move the large piles of cards that are on my desk without having them fall over to kind of hold down this mat. Make a nice little Lightsworn background for us. There we go. This has been one of my most unprofessional videos ever, but we now have a background, and we've guffed up about 3 times. So, continuing with the structure deck. Oh, this is embarrassing. Rulebook. That thing that you should probably actually have in your backpack when you go to regionals and things like that, just in case the blandest things come up. Even when you go to locals, when someone's all like, why can't I chain to your counter trap? The rulebook says why. Then we have this cool advice sheet that says, buy more stuff to go with your Realm of Light structure deck. Here's everything you got in case you can't read your own cards. And here's all the other stuff you can buy to support it that may or may not vaguely support what you're playing, like Rank Up Magic the 7th one, and Armades and HTS Syhemoth, because they totally back up the list. Go away. I know what I'm going to build. Anyway, we're going to get down to the important, cool bits now that we've thrown all the other assorted garbage out of the way. And is the perforation here? Yes, it is. I like these little perforations that they've actually put in the star decks. Well, they did them quite a while ago, but I like them because it makes it so much easier to get into until that happens, because they don't go all the way around, and you have to kind of man strength the rest of the wrapping off, strategically, I guess. This isn't not going to break, is it? Now, hang on, there is actually still a bit of the binding left. See, this is what infuriates me, because they put the binding on it, and it's meant to help make it easier to get into, but it doesn't, because it splits just before it finishes. So that makes it even harder. So, right, done. Go away, plastic. You are finished, and now you're sticking in my hands. Right. So we get this cool advertisement for Zexal, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Duel Carnival, which is actually a pretty good-looking game. I've got it, and I've played it a little bit, but it was alright. I definitely would recommend it if you want to play anything before Legacy of the Valiant came out, because that's the set it ends at. It doesn't actually have Legacy of the Valiant in it, which is kind of upsetting, but oh well. I digress. Let's get into the actual starter deck. So, to start things off, we have a Michael the Arc Lightsworn, and I'm actually going to, let's see how the camera torch looks. Okay, it's not going to put the torch on halfway through the recording, that's always good. But one thing I've realized, which I'm going to point out quickly if I can get the camera to focus, is that the titles, if you can see on the T of Lightsworn and on the G, the titles have been fairly poorly printed. A lot of people's Michaels and Sanctuaries, in the names are quite blotchy, and some of the letters are quite broken, as you can see in the A, the R, the G, and the T, and the other R. The names have been quite broken, so that's something to kind of comment on. But Michael, the Arc Lightsworn, is possibly my favourite guy in this starter deck, simply because of how silly his effect is, and the fact that he's a level 7 in the Elemental Dragon version of Lightsworns. He just gets so much utility. He's a dragon. He just puts in so much work, and having instant banish removal that you can synchro summon for is crazy good. So Michael, Lightsworn Sanctuary, the big letdown that everyone was kind of really hyping. You can kind of see some brokenness in the title there as well. Big letdown that everyone was hyping. It just didn't really go anywhere, did it? So Lightsworn Sanctuary, my review is it's really bad. I wouldn't play Sanctuary. It doesn't even have an effect which can add it back to your hand when you mill it, does it? No. If this was milled and you could add to your hand, that'd be kind of cool, but you can't. So the other holos you get are one Minerva, Lightsworn Maiden. Minerva's a pretty cool card. It had a lot of potential, and then you realise that there aren't actually 8 other good Lightsworn monsters that you want to run for its effect to search JD, so you mainly just play this because it's a level 3 tuner, which you don't normally have, and because of the fact that you can use it to mill an extra card when you mill her. So that's the only reason you play it, and she's an extra name, but that's about it. And then the last holo in the deck is one Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn, which is kind of the people's favourite guy, because he's another really good Lightsworn name, who doubles as a card trooper. He's basically card trooper for his effect. He's a level 4 tuner, warrior. He ticks so many boxes. So that is the 4 holos of the deck. And we are 6 minutes in, guys, so we're going to speed this up. So we have one random Alexandro Dragon for no reason. One JD. One Graganeth, which is terrible. One Celestia, always good to have. 2 Jane, great. Jane is your kind of staple go-to guy, so in a starter deck for people, it's good. 2 Lila, again, a really good pick. 1 Garroth, you've got to have Garroth in here for Lightsworns. 1 Wolf, cool, most people only play Wolf 1 Wolf anyway, so great. 1 Erin, always good to have. 2 Lumina, it would have been good to have 3, but you can't have it all in a starter deck, hence why there's only 1 JD. So 2 Lumina is very strong for a starter deck. 1 Arcus, 1 Shire, 2 Raikou, even though Raikou is seeing less and less play. 1 Honest, because the structure deck needs some sack. 1 Diabolos, because boss monsters, and 1 Daedalus, because boss monsters. And then the 4 random picks, or 3 random picks, I guess. Vylorn Prism, because okay. Fabled Raven, because makes perfect sense. And the Fabled Cerberel, because you've got to have something to discard with Monster Reincarnation, haven't you? Yay. And then we have 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite, which I understand, and 1 Necro Gardener, which is pretty much self-explanatory, because this is a Lightsworn list. So, that is our monsters. For the spells that come in the starter deck, 1 Realm of Light, the field spell that no one ever played for Lightsworns ever. Another Realm of Light, I didn't realise there were 2. 1 Solar Recharge, this was a really good reprint. 1 Charge the Light Brigade, because we don't already have enough commons of this. 1 Monster Reincarnation, because good card. 1 Foolish Burial, this is always good to have reprinted, and it's good in the deck. 1 Glorious Illusion, which I believe is a Call of the Haunted for Lightsworns. Yeah, but then it mills even more, which is really, really bad. So, bad. 1 Lightsworn Barrier, which is basically like a negate attack or a negate attack for Lightsworns, so I'm alright. 1 Vanquishing Light, which my friend used to batter me with ages ago when it was actually relevant to Lightsworns. Well, it was never relevant, but he played a bad deck and I played a worse deck, and he played this. 1 Beckoning Light, 1 Skill Successor, and 1 Breakthrough Skill. So that brings us to the end of this. I'm pretty happy with a few of the reprints, namely things like Breakthrough Skill, which is a really crazy good reprint. The Recharge is another really good reprint. And there are other cool things, but it's mainly the reprints of those 2. And of course the prints of the 3 big holos that are part of this deck. And who knows, maybe we'll be having a Gigia structure deck soon. Because Gigia came out in a set like this in Japan. Maybe we'll have a Gigia one next year. Who knows? Either way, guys, that brings me to about the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed picking these up, and I'm definitely going to enjoy playing Lightsworns at the locals that I have coming up on the weekend. And yeah, let me know what you feel about the Lightsworn starter deck, and let me know what you feel about my Lightsworn deck profile that will have been up before this video. But please, if you haven't commented on that video already, please comment here or proceed to go over and check the other video and comment on that one. So yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed it even more, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of the same. This is me, Jamie the Kid 00, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.